Hi Scorpio. So I've been wanting to do a more personal reading for you guys where it's kind of just focused on you instead of, your relationships and your career. This is just all about you. So we're going to go through the 1st through 5th house. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you guys enjoy this reading, definitely let me know so I'll continue it. If not, totally fine too. All right, let's start with your 1st house. We have the waning gibbous moon. Your 2nd house. That's too many. Okay, fine. All right, we have the 11th house and the last quarter moon. Your 3rd house, we have the sun and Sirius. Your 4th house, oh my gosh, these cards. We have Capricorn and Taurus. And your 5th house, we have Psyche. Okay. All right. So let's start with your 1st house. I'm sorry. Your 1st house is all about what their first impressions of you are. This doesn't necessarily have to be your truth, especially if you have a square or opposition from your sun and your rising. But this is just what people, like when people drive by your house, it's what they see on the outside. It's what they think you are. And I feel like it's actually interesting that people think they know more about you than they actually know. They think that, like, you might get this a lot where people just assume that they know you better than you, or that whatever their opinion of you is correct. Little do they know that, especially if you're really resonating with your sign, Scorpio, you are very, very secretive. Like, you hide most of yourself. You don't show it to the world. It's not, you don't just put yourself on a platter and people, whether they know you or not, are able to immediately tell who you are, how you are. But it's very interesting that people think that it's like they think their idea of you is accurate, when I don't think that's the case. Let's see. Oh. We have the King of Pentacles. And the 7 of Wands. It feels like you can be very stoic when you're around people. Like I was saying, you don't actually ever really open up. It's almost like you're a mirror where people are seeing their own reflections within you. You have it's like your aura feels very clear, like a crystal aura, where you can kind of pick up everyone else's energies. And so what they see in you is actually exactly what is within themselves. Like, you're always this mirror for people. They don't ever actually see you. And I kind of feel like you like it that way. Again, the King of Pentacles is very stoic to me. He reminds me of like Hades, the king of the underworld, even though Hades is more Scorpio, but he's also the god of the riches. All the gems, the crystals, they're all underneath the earth, and no one really knows him. No one really gets to visit him while they're alive. So it feels like you can be very stoic around new people, especially. And yeah, it's interesting that they think they know you. So your 2nd house for this reading is really about your self-esteem. Like, what can you do to improve your self-esteem, to feel better about yourself? We have the 11th house and last quarter moon. And it's actually, for you guys, I feel like it's very uplifting to be around friends and communities of like-minded people. People where you can trust, where they understand you. You know, being around them, you feel like, oh wait, I can be more of myself than I am with others. And, you know, definitely this isn't about you showing all your cards. Again, I don't feel like you will ever do that with anyone. But I feel like when you're around people that you really consider close friends, you really know that you guys are very aligned, you're willing to be much more open. And I feel like that really drastically raises your confidence because these people appreciate you for who you are. When you talk about things that you're interested in, you know, Scorpio, you guys embody ideas, and you're comfortable with talking about things that, you know, most people would rather not talk about. But I feel like when you're around people that you consider friends and that you really trust, they admire you. They're in awe of you. They want to hear more of this innate wisdom you have and these ideas that you have. And that really helps raise your frequency and raise your vibration and raise your self-confidence. They truly appreciate you for who you are, not for who they think that you are. Let's pull a card for that. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, again, you don't ever show your full cards. I don't necessarily think with these friends you're sharing your emotions with them. It's more of what's in your mind. It's more of this wisdom that you have, because you are very connected to the unseen, to other realms, and so you're able to share that knowledge and share your experiences, and people, again, they're in awe of that. They want to hear more. But it's interesting, I just feel like for you it's so rare to truly open up to people, and you don't necessarily have to pour out your emotions, you know, for this to be able to help your self-esteem and make you feel good about yourself. So that's probably a very good thing for you guys. All right, so your third house is all about your communication and what's going on in your mind. And we have the Sun in Series. So right now, it feels like you're very, you know, we have this lunar eclipse coming, and that kind of brings up everything that's hidden, which you're already comfortable with. But I feel like because of that, you're really in this nurturing energy where you're not afraid of shedding light on the darkness. You're not afraid of what's going to come up. You're familiar with it. You know how to work with it. And because of that, you know that you have to be nurturing, and you can't judge whatever shows itself. You can't, hate or despise certain parts of yourself. You have to nurture them and love them and have compassion for them. And I feel like that's the energy you're in, and that makes a lot of sense, again, considering we're going through, someone said this is the longest lunar eclipse of the century. And it feels like this is a very powerful, like, it's going to affect everyone. And that's why, and this is how you guys are approaching it. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it almost feels like this is, you guys, Scorpio rules transformation. And so this is a cycle you're so familiar with. So everything popping up for you, whereas for other people it could be like very drastic and terrifying, and like they just want it to be over. For you, it's like, oh, I know how to deal with this. I do it all the time. I know that, like, this is how I'm going to approach it. And afterwards, I'm going to feel so much more empowered, so much more whole. I'm going to come out of this with so much more wisdom. It just feels like this is so casual for you. Whereas for other people, they're like panicking and afraid of what's going to show itself. But yeah, that's how you're approaching it. And I feel like this is very powerful, and one day this could be something that you choose to share with other people, to be a guide for them. It could even be that this is what you discuss among these friends and communities of yours that really show your strength. They like, this is your innate wisdom, and not that many people have this. Not that many people are aware of this process, yet alone have experienced it. So yeah, that could be something that you're able to teach others, and what you receive back is this confidence in yourself and really understanding how special and divine this journey of yours is. All right, so your 4th house is all about your home and your roots and your ancestors. So for you guys, we have Capricorn and Taurus, a lot of earth energies. So right now is a really good time for you guys to do some, focus on your physical home. All the energies we surround ourselves with have an impact on us. And it's a good time for you guys to do some serious cleaning and do some serious, I know it's not spring anymore, but spring cleaning. Get rid of stuff that you don't use anymore, that doesn't resonate with you anymore. Especially things that are tied to past emotions and experiences that you just don't want in your life. Get rid of them. And this is something to take very seriously, and instead bring new energies, create a new environment that resonates with who you are now, that resonates with your current frequency, and resonates with who you want to be, with the path that you're moving towards. So let's say right now your focus is really on having abundance in your life. Surround yourself with gold and green colors. Surround yourself with beautiful things. Surround yourself with the energy of abundance and luxury. So your environment can help you reach your goals instead of it working against you and holding you back. All right, we'll pull one card for your 4th house. We have the Devil. Yeah, there's a lot. That's with Capricorn. Capricorn is a very serious sign. This isn't something to joke about. It does feel like there's some things in your home environment that are very low frequency and that are working against you and that are pulling you down. Again, if you received a gift from an ex, or during a horrible time in your life, you wore certain clothes, or something reminds you of a negative memory, get rid of it. Truly, you don't realize how powerful those things are, how much they impact our lives until you remove them, and you feel so much lighter and you feel free. But yeah, that's something to really keep in mind for you guys. All right, your 5th house, we have Psyche. Let's see. There's something about, whether you are masculine or feminine, there's something, the 5th house does rule beauty. And, Psyche, Aphrodite was jealous of her beauty. And so there's something about, this is a very good time for you guys to have that self-love. 5th house also rules romance and love, but for you it's more about giving that love to yourself, taking care of yourself, feeling good about yourself, reminding yourself how beautiful you are, dressing in clothes and doing your hair, doing things that make you feel beautiful. Yeah, this is a very good time for you guys to, it's not even date yourself, but be your own, I don't know how to say it. It's a lot of times we like receiving compliments from others, and they make us feel good about themselves. They make us feel sexy. Do that for yourself. Make yourself feel beautiful. Look in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful you are. Point out parts of yourself that are beautiful. This is something that you guys should really be doing on a daily basis. It's you're your own, again, because you guys are so private too. You don't let enough people in to be able to get that close to you, to tell you this stuff. And so tell it to yourself. Make yourself feel beautiful. Even if you're not going anywhere, dress up, do your hair, wear those clothes that you've been saving for that special event, even if you're just at home. Feel good. Do things that make you feel beautiful. Beauty is godly. I posted a quote about this on the community tab. It's surround yourself with as much beauty as you can. It is such a high vibration to feel good, to feel confident. Wow, we have the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. And when I was talking about looking in the mirror, I was going to say it's almost like allow your higher self to remind you how beautiful you are. And that's exactly, with the High Priestess popping out, a lot of pink here, like a lot of feminine energies, a lot of flirty and fun and positive energy. Let your higher self remind you how beautiful you are. Look in the mirror. Don't think. Just like open your mouth and let it talk. Like just keep talking. Don't hesitate. Just let the words fall out. And that's your higher self speaking to you. Let her or let him remind you how beautiful you are. And I feel like this will just bring so much excitement and joy and fun into your life. And I feel like you would benefit from that greatly during this time. For some reason, you don't need anything, of course, but you're going to be very, very happy by how uplifting this is. There's going to be a huge shift in your confidence. The essence of your reading really is all about confidence, and confidence in the sense of seeing how truly beautiful and divine and wise you are, not who you pretend to be, not what you do for a job, not how much money you have, not who you're dating, who you are, who you truly are. You need to honor that and see that and recognize that, but also you're able to, your friends, people in your close community, they're able to see that as well. So whenever you feel like you're losing that confidence, you're forgetting how divine and beautiful you are, go to your friends. They're always there to remind you. This community, again, because it's not that even they say this to everyone. There's something about you that's very out of this world. You really are this like goddess walking on earth. And people recognize that. And because you're not close to many, they're not able to share that with you. No stranger isn't going to come up with you and say like, oh my God, are you human? But I do feel like you'll get that response from these close friends of yours. And that's just very beneficial in your life, because it drastically increases your frequency, and that helps with everything in your life. It helps you manifest. It helps you attract beautiful, positive, high vibrational things into your life. So keep that in mind. All right, let's see. We shall end your reading with any last messages. That song, Beautiful, by Christina Aguilera is popping in my mind. You might want to give that a listen. We have Focus, number 14. Whoa. We have Abundance, and we have Surrender. All right. So with Focus, for you guys, I honestly feel like this is actually kind of energy that you kind of need to get out of. For some reason, this card this time really reminds me of, her eyes are closed. This really shows how your main focus and attention is inward. It's like while you're in the middle of a crowd, you're really in another dimension. Like you're not actually there. And it's because your truest life isn't where other people are, isn't in this 3D world. You're much more introverted. And that doesn't mean that you're shy or have social anxiety. It means that you thrive and you feel energized when you go within instead of being around people and having these external experiences. But again, this is why people never have a good reading on you. And in both of these, they're surrounded by a crystal ball. That message comes up that people see themselves. So don't ever take anyone's opinion of you seriously, especially people that you don't know. For those that you're closer with, yes, you can trust them. But for people, who you never show your real self with, don't ever take anything they say seriously, because you, more than other people, are literally just a mirror for these people. You have this clear crystal aura about you where you just pick up on their aura, on their colors, and that's all they see. So keep that in mind. Don't ever take what people say seriously. And it's okay to be in this energy, but I feel like sometimes too, it's okay to come out of it. And for you, that safe space is among these close few friends that you trust and this community of like-minded people who understand you, who see you. We have surrender. There's something about surrendering to not even the divine, but to these divine relationships that you have. And again, in this reading, it's all about your friends. It's okay to sometimes go from showing barely any of yourself to people to opening up a little bit more. Which is so interesting. I just noticed this. Technically, this means that you're showing more of your... Well, okay, no, because the reading we were talking about how they think they see more of you. But I was just thinking, this whole reading too, I've been seeing you more as this dark color, this dark energy, this dark half of the moon, the more hidden than the light. Very interesting. I just noticed that. But yeah, it's okay to surrender to these connections and kind of let down your guard and show yourself to these people. Also, abundance is playing a huge role in your life right now. You're meant to be attracting a lot of abundance. Like, that is the portal the universe has opened up for you right now. And the way that you enter it is by aligning to that frequency. And for you guys, again, it's all about feeling beautiful and confident. Make sure that these energies in your home aren't pulling you away from that portal, from that abundance, and are instead pushing you towards it. So do some serious cleaning. Get rid of things that have a negative energetic charge to them for you, and surround yourself with beauty. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. Remind yourself. Dress in beautiful things. Surround yourself with candles, beautiful scents. Beauty is going to push you through this door of abundance. So keep that in mind, Scorpio. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.